Okay, welcome back to my next vlog. Hey, by the way, you see a different venue. I'm kind of on holiday at this moment and I'm hanging out with friends who's helping me today. You might actually see one of them in the video. But what I want to talk to you about today is the simple fact of how we speak. I've heard a lot in the last couple of days that when we speak, we want to talk about something, but we do not actually look at what we say. When we talk about our country, we speak not positive but negative. Why? Because all the news in the newspapers and on TV shows us what's bad in this country. But did you know that there's actually stuff that you can do about that? When God said life and death is in the power of the tongue, He meant it. The news proclaims death. When we speak the exact same words, aren't we just helping the enemy? My heart is not for us to actually speak death. If we speak death over ourselves, that I should not have lived, or I should not have been here, or I should not have friends, isn't that speaking death over our own life, over our own relationships? When we are talking about speaking, isn't it just the fact that when we speak, we have to start speaking life? For instance, my life is not just about me, but when God actually created me, He said, you are worth it, you are loved, and the people in your life are there to stay. The people I send to you might be seasonal, it might be for life, but those who are in your life, you keep there and you cherish them and you protect them. When we speak about our friends, we don't speak negatively, we don't break them down, we don't destroy them. We speak life. If you hear somebody gossiping about a friend, isn't it better to correct the guy who's gossiping and say, hey guys, please don't, this is not right. You're destroying a friend of mine who I actually seem to care about. Now, if this is how we tend to speak, let's talk about our government for a second. I hear all around that how bad Zuma is and how bad our government is and how much turmoil our land is. But is that what we are saying, not just something we want to believe? How about this? When God created us, He said, submit to authority. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with them, but if they give you an order, even if it's wrong, it's or you submit or you don't do it at all. So, here's the thing. If you start bad-mouthing the president, the government, those who are put in charge above you, isn't that the exact same thing as being negative towards them? How about starting to pray for those who hurt you? Pray for the people God placed in your life. People in our lives are not just there for a season or a time, and if they're gone, you can start destroying the relationship. There's respect all around. People who speak to you out of love and caring. And even if you get hurt somehow, you feel rejected, you feel abandoned, God's always there. I can tell you about this one friend of mine. His name is Chris. I actually talked to him a bit. Christopher is his full name. But I talked to him a bit about the whole thing earlier this year. He's going to join me on the video in a second or so. So, what happened was, I went through a depressive cycle as I spoke about on this previous video. And he's the guy I actually talked to for 3 hours, and it actually helped me a lot. But now it came down to this. He actually gave me the following words after I asked him an interesting question. The question was, how did our friendship last? His response, yeah, he doesn't really know, but it has to do with a couple of things. But if it was up to him, he would never actually have continued because I was way too depressed. So hey, I'm going to actually ask him to join me quickly, and then he can introduce himself.
What up guys? Chris here, Christopher, Christoffel, whatever you want to call me, I don't really care. Yeah. Good friend of mine, one of my best friends, eh? Just on that story, first time I met Bernard, didn't like him at all, not at all. It was so depressing, nobody wanted to be around him and neither did I, but as I got to know him, got to speaking to him, we had a couple of nights that we spoke till 3-4 in the morning, then it's like, okay, we should go to bed now. Yeah, but just as I got to know him, I realized there's more to him than just a depression. just this guy that's always down. There's more to it. And I think that's a big thing, is not saying, oh, he's depressed, no, not caring. Just saying, oh, you're depressed, I don't want anything to do with you, but seeing the good. So when you look at, you use the example of government.
Yes.
If you look at our government, okay, we know there's problems, but
What did they do right?
they have done some things right. Our country could have been in a much worse state than it is now. They do little things right, but nobody sees that because they're focused on the bad. Okay, I tend to also sometimes focus on the bad. And something that I want to say on this, sorry, this is completely a bit of a
detour.
Yeah, it's like a squirrel, but okay. So, one of the favorite things that people do is tell jokes that make somebody else look bad. You've all heard the joke, Jan van Riebeeck and Jacob Zuma walk into a pub. That kind of thing. And yes, you think it's funny, but actually you're breaking people down. You can make jokes of people, of your friends, and you say, no, it's just a joke, but those words still hurt. Those words still have power. So, no, don't just only be careful in what you say in a serious situation, but be careful about what you joke about. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say.
Thank you for watching, and I'm out.
Me too, peace.
If you want to, you can like the video, subscribe, and have a nice time. Share it if you want. Thank you very much, and God bless.